Hey guys, before this video starts, just a quick reminder, we are raising money for the American Red Cross to help those who have lost their homes after the St. Patrick's Day severe weather outbreak. If we reach the current goal of $1,000, I will do a live Q&A on YouTube. So take a little time out of your day and donate to those who have lost their homes to this brutal event. Now let's get right on into the video. Hello and welcome back to another video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's get right on into it. So today we are starting to look at what happens next. And it looks like we are starting to get some readings of a potential blizzard and severe threat. Now this isn't going to impact your weekend, but it could be in the talk for next week. So we're going to be looking at that today from 3 different perspectives: the European, the GFS, and the Canadian models. So let's start off with the European model. So the European model has this low pressure coming into the plains and dying off, but then another one forms here in Texas. Some more front range snow, nothing as severe as Xylia was. This will be very light, but you can see that there is a potential severe threat here with this very strong low pressure. And this starts to pull in some cold air, and we start to see a snow threat here. And we also have this severe threat building. Now, as this storm moves off into the northern plains, you get some pretty decent snowfall. And then it starts to draw up this severe threat. Now, this forms another low pressure, and this all moves into the northeast. Now, the northeast might be at risk for its first severe threat of the year. So definitely start to get prepared. Severe weather season is here, and it seems like it's going to be very widespread this year compared to other years. But then we can see this next low pressure, very heavy snowfall, and more thunderstorms. So this is probably going to be the pattern that we're going to be seeing. A lot of thunderstorms, maybe a couple of blizzards. And that is our pretty typical spring snowstorm setup. So the GFS always has a different opinion, and we are going to look at that right now. So we have this low pressure, moves into the plains. Then we have this Texas low pressure, starts to gain some steam, moves north. Now, we don't have as much of a severe threat yet, a little bit more snow on that northern end, and that kind of pulls in a lot more cold air into the Minnesota area, and we start to see that severe threat starting to ramp up. And you can see right over here, we get another low pressure, and instead of this low pressure going straight north, the GFS has this becoming a nor'easter and producing some pretty decent snowfall in very interior New England and the very interior Northeast, as well as producing a lot more rain for most of the I-95 corridor. But after that, we have another storm system here, another possible nor'easter, and this one seems like more of a snow threat for the northeast, and potentially a major one. But at this point, this is Monday the 29th, so this is very far out. But if the GFS is right, the second low pressure will be more of a nor'easter than a Great Lakes low pressure, then that storm will pull in enough cold air for a potential second nor'easter to have a pretty decent snow threat. We're going to have to go back to Winter Storm Flynn and Winter Storm Gale, and we're trying to get that Winter Storm Flynn to bring in that cold air for a Winter Storm Gale to take advantage and dump some snow. That's the only way that the Northeast is going to get any snowfall in March this year. So after that, the GFS really doesn't have much happening, maybe a severe threat in Texas. But overall, this is way too far out to predict at this point. So, Canadian model. Usually the Canadian models, it kind of goes right in the middle. So, the Canadian model has this low pressure in Texas, kind of weaker than the other 2 models, but it has a strengthening and even bringing some snow into Nebraska, as well as starting up that severe threat. Then it has it coming into Minnesota. Then we have this second low pressure kind of forms into that Great Lakes low pressure, but it ends up coming closer into the northeast, kind of combining the European and the GFS. But after that, we have a Great Lakes snowstorm instead of a nor'easter. So no major snow threat in the I-95 corridor according to the Canadian model. So comments in the comment section down below. What do you think is going to happen? Go crazy. Just, predict what do you think is going to happen over the next, week and a half. But that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.